The cornering on this car is fantastic. In fact, it's legendary. You go around the corners, you feel like the car is squatting. It is that level. Even though it's a comfy ride and does have a bit of a wobble, after all it is a big touring car. Now, the interior of the vehicle, the dashboard's a very good quality. Looks very much like an expensive watch. Easy to read, very clear, no obstruction from the steering wheel, which is a very common thing. Center console, dashboard, everything's very attractive. Even the trim here, even though it's plastic, maybe a bit borderline there, but the center console, very nice looking, very easily laid out. Everything's easily accessible. Extremely comfortable driving position. The wing mirrors are very small. Well, the mirrors are anyway, at least, which is a bit strange. But the vision, even though I'd like to see a bit more glass on there, it does work well. The rear vision seems fine with the headrests. There's no obstructions there. This car drives beautifully. The gear change is just, it's even hard to determine when the gears are actually changing. It's that smooth. The steering, very tight, very responsive. I do feel like I'm in control of this car. Not that I'm being governed by the road, but if anything, I would say this car feels a bit sloppy when you're driving along. I wouldn't fancy doing an emergency swerve in this vehicle whilst in the fast lane of the motorway, which is surprising. But on a good note, driving this is like, it's just so elegant, it's just finesse. There's no stress, there's no strain. This is one of those wonderful Mercedes. Majority of people watching this video are probably going to be looking at this thinking about buying one. Put it this way, when you go to drive this you will not be disappointed. But there's one thing I want you to put your attention onto, and that is the shock absorbers. They do feel a little bit soft for this. If you're going to be plowing up and down a motorway, then fine. But I would like to see a little firmer shocks on the car of this size and this length. As far as the braking goes on this vehicle, the braking is absolutely fantastic. I can feel every caliper working individually in perfect synchronization. This car is legendary. I've got to sell this car, and I really wish I didn't have to, because it's absolutely fantastic. Very good car. Take it for a test drive. You've got the thumbs up with this one. I don't think you're going to go wrong with it.